Hi, well, recently I've had many meetings about packaging and recycling. Bear with me, it's not as boring as it sounds. It's actually very interesting, I think, what I've been discovering recently. I've been asking questions because I would like my packaging to be 100% recyclable, and I'd like to use, where possible, recycled materials. And I've discovered that depending on the processes of production, the types of treatments used on materials to make them gleam and glisten on those shelves, and the way the material is put together, all affects the packaging, the end packaging's recyclability. I couldn't believe it, firstly, when I discovered that this green dot symbol that we all know and love, used on many packs, is not actually telling us that it's recyclable. It's actually used by companies when they're using packaging which isn't recyclable, and so they're paying into a scheme for recycling, so that they can use packaging that isn't recyclable, which I can't believe. For many years I've been putting all the packaging with this little symbol on into my orange bag, thinking that it was going to be recycled, but absolutely not. It's going to landfill, which then led me to ask, well, what about the recycling symbol that we do know is the recycling symbol, I hope. It turns out that when it doesn't have a number in, we don't know what happens to it, but most of the time when the recycling triangle has a number in, the lower the number, the more chance it has of being recycled, and the higher the number, the less chance it has of being recycled. So from recyclingmore.co.uk I pulled off this little chart just on plastics, to look at plastics alone to start with. The number 1 means that there are many recycling points throughout the UK where the packaging will be recycled and it's got a high chance of being recycled. And number 7 means other, which means that due to the mixture of compounds, these plastic types are hard to be recycled and not generally recycled in the UK. So the lower the number on your pack, the better chance it has of being recycled. With this information now, I've got my packaging technical guys going through and trying to work out which materials are available for me to use to make my packaging 100% recycled. Apparently, as soon as we use metallization or foils on pack, it's not recyclable. Even if the material is recyclable, as soon as it's got a foil colour on it, it's not recyclable. So it's actually quite an in-depth process and quite scary, because I'm looking at my bathroom shelves and my kitchen shelves and looking at all the packaging that I have throughout my house and thinking, okay, well, I'm putting this in my orange bag and it can't be actually recycled. Interesting. I think it's something we need to start talking about with our councils. Let's start a movement. I'll speak to you soon.